I was full of energy and fresh ideas. I loved our family's small business, a sweet shop, famous for its traditional Indian sweets. I wanted to make it bigger, to modernize it. I dreamed of a modern shop, known everywhere. I thought about new technology and new ways to sell our sweets. I believed that change was very important. I felt that change would bring great success to our family. I was ready to work hard for this bright future.
The family business was called Singh Sweets. It was a small shop on a busy street, loved by many people in the town who had been customers for years. Rahul's father, Mr. Singh, had built the business slowly, using old family recipes and working with care and dedication. The shop was known for its quality and its warm, friendly service. It was more than just a business, it was a part of their family's heart and story, holding many precious memories.
I had many specific plans. I wanted to sell our sweets online, so people from other cities could taste them. I wanted to use social media to tell everyone about Singh Sweets. I even dreamed of opening new branches, perhaps one in a big shopping mall. I also thought about creating new types of sweets, modern fusion sweets. I believed these ideas would attract young customers. I was sure this would make the business grow very fast. I imagined Singh Sweets as a big modern company with many new customers and increasing sales. I believed my modern plans would make my family very proud. The future felt bright and full of opportunity. I was confident in my ideas and thought my plans were the best way forward for everyone. I couldn't wait to share all these exciting plans with my dear father.
Mr. Singh was Rahul's father. He was older and had much experience. He started Singh Sweets with very little money and worked hard every single day for many years. He knew all his regular customers by name and always talked to them kindly. He believed in traditional ways of doing business and trusted the methods that had always worked well for him. He was very proud of the little shop he had built with his own hands. It was a symbol of his life's work.
Quality first, always. The sweets have to be perfect, and the service must be friendly and personal. I'm careful with money and do not like taking big risks. Slow and steady wins the race. Our business is like a small, strong tree. It needs careful watering and good soil to grow strong. Fast growth might have weak roots. Stability over speed, always.
When Rahul shared his big, modern ideas, Mr. Singh listened patiently. He loved his son very much and saw the passion in Rahul's eyes. He understood Rahul wanted to help the family, but the ideas made him feel worried. They seemed too fast, too big, too soon. He was afraid of losing the good business they already had. He remembered lean times in the past and preferred the safety of known paths, the comfort of tradition.
Tradition means trust between the shop and its customers. It's a connection built over many years, the strong foundation of our business. New ideas can be good, but they need to be added very carefully, like a new spice to an old recipe. Too many fast changes might break the shop's special character. I want to protect the soul of Singh Sweets.
Rahul prepared a presentation for his father, making charts showing potential growth. He spoke about online marketing and expanding to new locations, his voice full of excitement and conviction. He truly believed his plans would bring prosperity and hoped his father would see the amazing potential. He really wanted his father's blessing and full support, imagining them working together to build this new future.
I see a future very clearly, a bright one with many opportunities.
Mr. Singh listened to Rahul for a long time, looking at his enthusiastic son. He knew Rahul's intentions were good, but the grand plans felt like too much too soon. He gently expressed his concerns, speaking about the dangers of rapid expansion and worrying about borrowing a lot of money.
Perhaps we could start with just one small new idea, like selling a few items online locally first. Let's be cautious and take careful steps.
This was where their disagreement began. Rahul felt that his father did not understand and thought his father was afraid of change, stuck in old ways. Rahul wanted to run, not walk slowly, while Mr. Singh felt his years of experience were being ignored and worried that Rahul was not seeing the potential problems.
Why can't we move faster? The world is changing and we need to keep up.
We need to protect what we have built. Patience and a slower pace are essential.
Their different views created a sad tension between them. They both loved each other and the business, but they saw different paths forward. They found themselves at a difficult point, unable to agree on the next step. The future of Singh Sweets seemed to hang in the balance, with the father and son standing on opposite sides of an important decision. There was love, but also a growing distance in their thoughts. Rahul felt he had to try his ideas. He secured a small business loan and used some of his personal savings. He was excited, but also a little nervous. He wanted to prove that his vision was right. He started making big changes very quickly, hiring a few new young staff members and paying a company to design a modern website for online sales.
I felt a rush of energy. I was building my dream. The shop got a new look with bright modern colors. I introduced a few new fusion suites alongside the traditional ones. I started advertising on social media platforms, posting attractive pictures of our products. My goal was to attract younger customers to Sing Sweets.
He worked day and night, full of determination, eager for everyone to see the new, vibrant Sing Sweets he was creating. At first, everything seemed to go very well. More people started visiting the shop, curious about the changes. Online orders began to come in, slowly at first, then more. There was a definite buzz around the town about the new Sing Sweets.
I was right, this is working.
The early numbers looked promising, making Rahul even more confident in his bold approach. He felt unstoppable. Mr. Singh watched all these changes quietly, continuing to manage the traditional sweet making. He hoped with all his heart that Rahul would succeed and helped where he could, especially with the older customers. But a small worry remained in his mind.
I see how fast everything is moving. I wonder if this rapid pace is sustainable. I notice small issues appearing, tiny cracks in the shiny new surface.
But Mr. Singh kept his concerns to himself for now.
Soon, problems started to bubble to the surface. The new staff members were young and enthusiastic, but they were not fully trained in customer service. They sometimes made mistakes with orders or payments.
Some customers began to complain about slow service. The quality of some new fusion suites was inconsistent.
Rahul was very busy trying to manage everything. He rushed from one problem to another. It was becoming very hard to keep up. The online orders became a big challenge. Rahul had underestimated the work involved. Soon, there were too many orders for the small team to handle efficiently. Deliveries were often late. Sometimes customers received the wrong items. The new website also had technical glitches that frustrated users.
The initial excitement of online sales started to fade. It was replaced by stress and the constant need to fix errors. I hadn't planned enough for these operational details.
Money troubles also began to appear. The renovations, the website, and the new staff cost a lot. The loan Rahul took had monthly payments. While sales had increased, the new income was not enough to cover all the increased expenses. Cash flow became tight.
I started to feel a growing pressure. I realized that fast growth also meant fast spending. I was working harder than ever before, but the business seemed to be struggling more each day.
The old charm of Sing Sweets started to fade. Many loyal older customers felt a bit lost. They missed the quiet atmosphere and the personal attention from me. The bright lights and loud music in the modernized shop were not for them. The strong focus on new and modern made them feel forgotten.
The business was trying to be two different things at once, and it seemed neither was working perfectly. The solid foundation Mr. Singh had built was starting to shake. The situation quickly became very serious. Debts were mounting higher and higher. Suppliers who provided ingredients started asking for their payments more urgently. More customers were expressing their dissatisfaction online and in person.
I felt completely overwhelmed. I didn't know what to do next. My beautiful dream of a modern business was turning into a terrible nightmare. I finally understood the immense danger we were in.
The fast success had been a fragile illusion. Sing Sweets was now facing the real possibility of collapse. Rahul knew he had to make some very hard decisions.
I might have to close the new online store I was so proud of. I might have to let go of the new staff I had hired. It was an incredibly painful time for me. I felt like a total failure. I had lost a significant amount of money. More than that, I had lost my earlier confidence. The bright future I had so clearly imagined had vanished.
In this dark moment, Rahul had a profound realization. He finally understood his mistakes clearly. He had moved far too quickly without thinking things through. He had not listened enough to his father's wise advice. He had taken huge risks without a solid plan for potential problems.
I now see that modern ideas are good, but they need a strong, stable base to stand on.
He felt a deep sense of regret for his actions. He knew he needed help and he felt ashamed. With a heavy heart, Rahul went to his father, Mr. Singh. He told him everything. He explained all the problems, all the debts. He admitted his mistakes openly and honestly.
I asked for my father's forgiveness. I asked for his guidance. It was one of the most difficult conversations of my life, but it was also a moment of absolute truth and deep humility. I was finally ready to listen. I was ready to learn from my father.
This was a crucial turning point for him. Mr. Singh listened to his son with a heavy heart. His heart ached for Rahul's pain. He was deeply saddened by the state of their beloved business, but through the sadness, he also felt a sense of pride.
I was proud that Rahul had the courage to admit his mistakes. I didn't say, "I told you so." That would not help anyone. Instead, I offered my son comfort and unwavering support. I knew this was a time for healing our relationship, not for placing blame.
Together, the father and son began to assess the damage. They sat down at the old wooden table in the back of the shop. They looked through all the bills and the account books. They talked to the remaining staff members, both old and new. They carefully examined what was left of the business.
It was a very difficult and sobering task. There were many serious problems to solve, but the most important thing was that we were facing these challenges together. This shared purpose started to mend our strained relationship.
They had to make some very tough decisions to save Singh Sweets. They decided which parts of the business they could realistically salvage. They had to cut back significantly on expenses. This meant closing down the new, unprofitable online venture. For now, they put the plans for new branches on hold indefinitely.
We focused all our energy on the original shop, the core business that my father had painstakingly built. I accepted these changes with a newfound humility and understanding.
The first steps of rebuilding trust between them began slowly. Mr. Singh brought out his old notebooks. They were filled with handwritten recipes and business notes from decades past. Rahul listened intently as his father explained his methods.
I asked many questions. I started to truly understand the deep wisdom in my father's traditional approach.
They began to talk more openly than they had in a long time. They shared ideas not as rivals, but as genuine partners. Communication, the key to any strong bond, improved each day.
It was not the fast, exciting growth I had initially dreamed of, but this growth felt different. It felt strong, stable, and sustainable. We were building on the solid foundation of tradition and quality. We were no longer taking big, uncalculated risks. We made careful, thoughtful choices together. We learned to value each small step forward, knowing it was built to last. The shop gradually started to feel like a happy, warm place again. Their bond as father and son grew stronger with each shared task and conversation. Slow, steady growth began to return to Singh Sweets. The business started to recover, not with a sudden burst, but with a quiet strength. In turn, I taught my father a little about using a smartphone to find new recipes or connect with suppliers. We found a comfortable rhythm working together. We learned valuable lessons from each other. They worked side by side in the shop every day. Mr. Singh patiently taught Rahul the secrets of making perfect traditional sweets. He shared stories of the shop's early days. For example, I helped to improve the shop's old accounting system with simple software. This made tracking expenses much easier. I also set up a simple email address for customer feedback. I did not try to change everything all at once. I discussed every new idea with my father. We made decisions together, ensuring each step was solid. Each small success, each returning customer, built their confidence. Rahul began to bring his new skills into the business, but very carefully this time. He used his knowledge of technology in small, practical, and helpful ways. We worked very hard, day by day, to win back their trust. I led by example, showing Rahul the gentle art of connecting with people and making them feel valued. They started the rebuilding process with small, careful steps. Their main focus returned to the quality of their sweets. They concentrated on making the traditional recipes perfectly just as before. They reached out to their old, loyal customers. They spoke to them personally, apologized for the recent disruptions and neglect.
Singh Sweets found its new balance. It became a beautiful blend of the old and the new. The rich tradition provided the strong roots, the history, and the trusted quality. Rahul's fresh ideas, applied thoughtfully, helped the business grow carefully towards the future. Mr. Singh's deep wisdom and Rahul's youthful energy started to work together in perfect harmony.
We discovered a way to honor our precious heritage. We also found a way to embrace the promise of the horizon, the future yet to come.
Both father and son learned profound lessons from their difficult journey. Rahul learned that big risks need a very strong foundation. He learned the immense value of experience, patience, and listening. He understood that true growth is not always fast.
My father learned that new ideas can be beneficial. They can bring new energy if introduced carefully and thoughtfully. He also learned to trust my abilities more, especially when guided by shared values.
Most importantly, they both learned the critical importance of listening to each other with open hearts and minds. Their relationship, once strained by disagreement, was now stronger than ever before. The challenging times they faced together had brought them much closer.
We developed a deeper respect and understanding for one another. We were not just father and son anymore. We were true partners in business and in life. We shared a common dream for the future of Singh Sweets, the business we both loved dearly.
Their communication was now always open, honest, and supportive. A bright new future stretched before them. Singh Sweets was healing and growing stronger each day. It possessed a new resilience born from overcoming adversity. It was a testament to the power of combining wisdom with innovation.
We looked forward to the future with renewed hope and quiet confidence. We knew that by continuing to work together, by balancing cherished tradition with careful progress, we could achieve lasting success and happiness.
Their journey became an inspiring story for their entire community.